Nat Turner, Denmark Vesey, Gabriel Prosser. And the list goes on and on of the ones you don't even know put up a resistance. They don't tell a lot about the slave rebellions or the insurrections in the prison camps because they don't want that to be part of the culture. Us constantly waking up and uprising against the tyranny of artificial legal fiction that's operating in a de facto capacity, pretending to be our government, pretending to give a fuck about us, but all the time they economically raping us, they socially destroying us, and they literally are taking the future and from our kids by corrupting what our kids learn. What our children learn from the master keeps them in a perpetual servant mentality. Right? Let's go to the next one. See, all of these is they references so they can learn more about what really went on with the slave trade.
Get a real grasp of it. Get a real good part of the picture.
This is what the CSA, where thousands of Irish people sold as slaves. The answer is yeah, because the Irish was fighting the English, and the English don't look like they look today. They look like light-skinned Negroes. They the ones who was running this operation. So when Baba say we was getting punished by our sins, not for our sins, what was the sin?
Exactly.
What was done to the pale people first, you think we gonna get away without paying for that shit?
Exactly. That's what I said.
And my mama say sometimes the good got to suffer with the bad. Because one bad apple will spoil the whole bunch. But if you dump out the whole basket, you can find which ones ain't spoiled. Rinse them off and put them back in there and go about your merry business. So when all of the baskets got dumped out, right? So now it's time of the harvest where we take the good apples and leave the bad ones.
Okay.
Right? Go to the next one. There was one right before this. Double click.
Oh, let me go back. It just make it do like that.
Okay, I see what happened. Go ahead.
Unless it was that one. Hold up.
That's what I thought it was right there.
Yeah, okay. It might be that one then. Yeah, okay. It is double clicking on me. Go ahead.
Look, Christian slaves, Muslim masters.
Wow.
White slavery in the Mediterranean, the Barbary Coast, and Italy from 1500 to 1800.
Wow.
This is after Columbus. These are motherfuckers they was bringing over here with them.
I got a picture go along with it. While we on that, I got a picture that's go along with this.
Pull it up.
Okay, this is a picture right here. And you like you already said something about these dudes. Like these dudes right here.
Oh yeah.
He a Muslim, ain't it?
Yeah, them Arabs.
Okay.
The one on the left is a Turk.
Okay. Yeah. The two Gammas. That's what they call them in the Old Testament. Two Gammas.
Yeah. He the servant of the other dude with the beard.
That's crazy, man. So he a white servant.
Yeah.
And he ain't part of the Canaanites because the Canaanites, but he is part of the Canaanites because his family, his people come from the Canaanites mixing with those people over there, the Japhat now people.
That's what makes the ones that look like Abu Bakr.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the pale Arabs. The niggas that can't took over with the crescent flag and they can't
see. Okay, now you see the guy on the right. His father could look exactly like Tipper Tier.
Okay,
but his mama would be one of the servants that's the complexion of my man.
Okay,
right. Remember Tipper Tier, right?
You
remember who he was?
No. Go ahead.
Tipper Tier, pull him up. Right, Tipper Tier was at the time of his life, he was the world's largest slave trader.
Spell his name for me.
Tipper, new word, Tibb.
Hold on, let me make sure I spelled that right. Spell it again.
Tipper.
Yeah.
TIB.
BB. Okay, yeah, that's how you spell it. I think I got this dude in there too.
There you go. First and
yeah.
second picture of him.
Let me save it in there because he part of this whole what we're talking about. All right.
Now he was from Northern Africa, and he traded African slaves to Europe. That was his business.
What? Hold on, we're finna get this cat. The ancestors finna get this nigga, man. We're finna wake him up out of his grave and hang it.
Yeah, so Baba got him in a couple of scrolls telling us his history, and it's a black guy that's wrote this big ass book. The book is red. I can't think of the name of it, but it's something like Muslims' contribution to the world. He got a section in there on him too.
Check it out.
Yeah, old Tipper, the most prolific.
Selling niggas.
Yeah, nobody in history since him had a reputation of selling more slaves than him. He bought, sold, and traded more slaves than anybody in the known history of the world.
Damn. And it was
except for that's the only way you can out trade him. You have to count like Rome's wealth source was slaves. And so he would be a contributor to Rome's wealth as a slave trader. Now, what was his religion?
Islam.
He was a Muslim.
Yeah.
Muslims are still trading slaves to this day in the Sudan. They capturing them in the Sudan, put them in bondage. They capturing them in Ethiopia, putting them in bondage. This is what made him go in there and get Muhammad Fahd ID, Black Hawk Down.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Don't nobody know why they went over there.
Yeah, you go break that down for me, man. On the Black Hawk Down.
So they went over there to get rid of a guy named Muhammad Fahd ID. They called him a warlord.
Let me pull this nigga up, man. Hold up. Muhammad.
What's his middle name? FHAD. His last name ADID.
FH.
You should see it in the drop down. Muhammad Fahd ID.
Muhammad.
No, he ain't up there. It ain't spelled right somewhere.
Yeah, ID. What's the last part? ID. ID.
Yeah, ADID.
ADID. Okay.
Put Ethiopian warlord behind it.
Yeah, here you go, right here.
There you go.
Yeah, that's him right there. I remember him now.
They went over there. That whole military operation was to kill him.
Why they want to kill him?
Under him, Muhammad Fahd ID didn't believe in allowing people to come into his country and exploit the people and to trade the women. He was protecting the women and the children, and he was raising the boys to be soldiers. They had to get rid of them. He was creating a situation in Ethiopia where pretty soon they would be able to defend themselves, and they didn't want that to happen. Ethiopia has been under a protectorate with varying European countries, mostly Italy and Britain, for the last 150 years. This guy would have got their independence. That's what he was fighting for. Now, if you notice, he looked like somebody else, Anwar Sadat. Anwar Sadat was the last Egyptian pharaoh from Egypt that was an Egyptian. You remember?
No.
Saying that?
No.
Yeah. They built a pyramid structure to him in his memorial. You remember what happened to him, right?
No.
He was assassinated on stage by the Mossad.
What?
You know who the Mossad is, don't you?
Yeah, that's Israeli CIA.
Yeah. Now you know who run that, right?
What you got? I got ideas, but you know,
the Dirty Moors run that. All that shit going on over there, the Dirty Moors run that shit.
That's what I was gonna probably say too.
That's they shit. Pull up assassination of Anwar Sadat.
Oh yeah, we gotta get this.
It was
hold on.
live. I
think Baba got that in the book. Baba got that in the book.
Yeah.
He got that in the book. I remember reading this in the book when you saying it now. It's my memory's going to come back. I think I read it in the book that Baba put out about that dude getting assassinated.
Yeah, they had to
spell his name.
ANWAR. His last name Sadat, SADAT. Shout out to Sadat X from the Brand Nubian, by the way. Yeah.
Let's save him, man, because I'm gonna do research on this guy. Let me save him.
Yeah, so the reason that he would have had peace in the Middle East in the upcoming months before, if he would have lived, it would only took him about another 6 months to solve all of the Middle Eastern conflicts from Egypt.
There you go with a phase on. Oh yeah. So what he was from?
They couldn't have that, huh?
He's from Egypt.
Yeah, he's Egyptian.
Nigga look like a damn. He don't look like no far. And he looked like. I mean, yeah, you can say he's Egyptian, but he like the Ethiopian type Egyptian. He ain't like the afar. Yeah, this right here. Oh,
I don't think that's in the picture.
Old picture when he was younger. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you what he. Okay, like this a picture. It's a picture of him when he older right here. I got you right here. All right, so he look. This nigga don't look like no. Like he do look like the bloodline because that's how he looked like King George looked. King George looked just like this. And
you know who else looked just like that? Sherman Hemsley.
Yeah, they're playing the George moving on up, right?
Yeah, George Jefferson.
Yeah, George Jefferson. George Jefferson from that same bloodline with King George now. Look, the Williams, they come from yeah, so you're right. These people are Egyptians because if you go back but you could trace them all the way back to Ethiopia or that one landmass, because we don't know they give us a map of how the landmass is separated and cut off, but we know at one point all that land was one piece, and you know they try to play these games to separate us. But yeah, I'm with you when you say he an Egyptian because I already did research on how to line, and this right here is a trait right here.
Male pattern baldness.
Yeah.
He inherited from the mother. That come from the Danakiel.
Go ahead. Build on it.
Well, the Danakiel put the receding hairline in the genetic arrangement of the human. Remember, everybody had to come give a drop of blood to clean this shit up.
Yeah.
And everybody who got gave a drop of blood left a genetic trait that can be identified. Right here.
This is a fucking like the Willis P. All this alien traits, right? That's what you're telling me. That it's alien traits.
Male pattern baldness is. It comes from the Danakiel. Yeah, Hirsutism comes from the Dewanis and the Kidduites.
And just to be clear for the audience, when he say Danakiel, he talking about the big head people like that Yakub father came from. Yeah,
right.
The field coordinator. Go ahead, my bad.
Right. So they got the receding hairline. That comes from their traits in the genome. If they came to give a drop of blood and we can't see their traits in the genome surface as a phenotype, then they didn't get a blood, they cheated. So that's why you see varying prominent figures with different characteristics that you can identify and trace directly back to an extraterrestrial race.
Well, already.
So this where his nose trait comes from. You know who else got that nose trait?
Who else?
Remember the one they called Chief White Wolf?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, dang, you're right. Oh shit, man, you cracking my thumb. Oh yeah, I'm gonna put man. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get them niggas. Bro.
Somebody say young girl to get them niggas.
Yeah, man, get them niggas, man. Hey.
Now, everybody that came to give a drop of blood is not necessarily nefarious.
You just gave me some extra with that hairline thing, though. You gave me that hairline thing. You just dropped that piece on me because I was looking at the Willow's peak. I was looking at all the traits, like the eyebrows. You know what I'm saying? And
I got a paper I wrote around here somewhere. It's packed out. But the name of it is Gods, Clouds, and Extraterrestrials. And in there, it's a whole page of genetic traits in the extraterrestrials they come from.
Uh-huh. It's in one of these their rules in one of these folders that I got for you.
You might be able to find it faster by Google.
Yeah, you right. They gonna do it. If I knew you was talking about them, I would have slid it to the phone. I know I got them on there though. I got them in the extraterrestrial file. There you go, right here. That's a good picture to show them because all right, here we go.
That's the better one right there.
Also, Queen Victoria was of their rule.
Another signature trait of this species right here in the genome like is morbid obesity is what it's called.
Go ahead, go in on that a little bit. Go in on this extraterrestrial trait, the obesity trait.
Okay, so it's body types. If you pull up ectomorph, endomorph, mesomorph, it's going to pull up 3 body types. ECTO, MORPH, MESO, MORPH. Put all 3 words in there. Because it's going to pull a chart up, going to show you the different traits. Ectomorph, ECTO.
ECTO.
MORPH.
All right. Go ahead.
Okay, there you go. Click on the picture.
Right there?
3 body types right there. It's got 3 different body types.
Yeah,
blow it up. That's the one. See it say ectomorph, mesomorph, endomorph?
Yeah, I got you. I got you right here.
Okay, so the ectomorph in the African tribe is a Watusi.
Yeah.
A mesomorph in the actual African tribe is a Zulu.
Okay.
And the endomorph is I forgot the name of this tribe. They from the Sudan, and they gorge themselves to gain weight.
Okay.
Right. So those are 3
big
tribal. Right. Now, in Europe, the ectomorph would be James Woods, the actor. The mesomorph would be Dolph Lundgren when he was young.
Mm-hmm.
And the endomorph would be Chris Farley, the comedian. So you had 3 different body types. The endomorph is the result because most of the humans was ectomorph and mesomorph. The endomorph trait is heaviest in Mongolians.
Mm-hmm.
And this is why they have poor muscle tone, but they be strong in the fucking bull. Right? So when you see the different body types. Now, this would be an in-shape endomorph. This would be one that works out.
Okay.
That look like that. The actual raw nature of the body type or the phenotype would be the loose obese genetics, where you flabby and you can't stop gaining weight, but you don't eat that much. Your body is in a perpetual state of prepare for the famine because it's coming. So you know your body will hold energy And normally those ones have a hard time carrying that weight, keeps them fatigued. If they get in shape, the men will look like this. But these are phenotypes, basic genetic structures. Now the humans is any one of the mixture of two or all three of these at the same time.
That's fire. So I know Queen told that the Daru trait ain't this the endomorph. It's more of a blobber type.
Like, right. Remember I told you this endomorph is obesity in shape.
Yeah, it's like a big bone type dude. Like I know people like that. They got big bones. They big boned people. They built
right now.
Women and men built like this.
Right. So